That's it. So we have Rorie Kelly with us, and which is funny. Thank you. We have no clap track right there. Um, it's funny because she actually you talked about the Babylon station with you and Trevor moments ago.
Right.
She was on Halftime Howie's show.
That's
Really?
right.
And I was
Really?
Yeah.
and I'm just doing research because I'm checking out your show. I'm checking out my
Right.
old stuff from when YouTube stuff here, and I'm like, Rorie Kelly on Halftime Howie.
Wow.
I'm like, damn, I thought I discovered her.
Wow.
But it's cool because she's like, coming in, and this was the thing, like sometimes and you do it on your show because you're friends with the drummer in Motley Crue tribute band.
Right.
So you bringing people on, and you know how much it is to get live music in the studio once in a while.
It's awesome.
And Rorie is just that type of person to really
She's
do
got
it.
her.
And,
She has a guitar with her.
I do. Yeah. why not?
she's all set to go. And it's funny because when I have my other friend, the Dial and Deladai in here, and from your guys, they got to get you got to find things to plug things in. And
Right.
it becomes a thing. She just comes in with, I call it the Magic Garden guitar.
Right.
And there you go. And we're all set.
Yeah, I think I did bring my looper and my little amp here one time.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is easier when you're on the radio. It's funny because you think, oh, you're in a radio station, so they've got to have all the gear. But it's like it's easier to just show up with an acoustic. It just makes it simpler.
Right. No wires.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing to worry about.
Because that was another thing Susan asked. She said, what kind of band are you bringing in? She's like, Joey. She's like, Joey told me in advance, you better tell me that there's not going to be a big band like when you have D in here. I said, no. She just has a guitar.
Right.
And we're good.
Susan looks at bands like they're drug addicts and drunks,
Yeah, exactly.
and she classifies them, stereotypes them as losers. Not you. I mean, I'm saying the bands.
Okay.
She questions me like, do they have? Are they felons? I'm like, felons. She's like, she doesn't want them walking out the microphones. Like. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. She's like, because you went to school with one of the guys, and what was the band again?
That was Crucified.
Crucified,
the Motley Crue tribute band.
Nice.
And which is funny because I'm bringing on the female version of that next year.
Oh, nice.
That's so cool.
And they know the guys.
Nice.
She's like, I know the guys. So, if we had the room, we'd be doing like a dual band.
That'd be great.
That'd be phenomenal. But Susan's like, nah.
Yeah.
She's like, you and Joey do it separate, so I could take a breath from what you guys are doing. And so how you been?
I've been good. I moved recently. I'm living in Babylon now.
Okay.
It's great. It's a little closer to everything.
Babylon's great.
Babylon's great.
Are you by down by the railroad area?
I'm not. I'm in North Babylon.
Okay.
So I'm more in the suburban area or whatever.
Nice.
But it's just nice to be kind of I used to live pretty far out east, so it's nice to live a little closer to civilization.
Right. I lived in Islip once and for about a year, and I felt the same way. I had to drive 15 minutes just to get to things.
Yeah. Right.
Everything I was doing was 15 minutes away.
Yeah, it's nice to live somewhere where places are open a little later. I could go, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, just go down the street and get something. It's nice,
The further out east you go, if you notice, at 9:00 at night, everybody's lights are off. They're all sleeping.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
Right. Everyone except for me, and then I'm the musician who would show up at 1 a.m, sneaking in.
And speaking of which, she comes from. I found this out, and she's been on the show. She's third generation musician.
Yes, as far as I know, maybe it goes further back. Who knows, right?
Fred Flintstone he performed. Maybe you relate to him in some capacity.
Right, it's real possible.
So who performed? Your father?
So my dad and my mom are both musicians.
Nice.
And both of my grandmas were musicians as well. My grandma on my mom's side was an opera singer, and my grandma on my dad's side was a honky-tonk piano player.
Wow.
So yeah, it's in the family.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I'm telling you, it's they happen to be gigging from across the street with each other. And
they were right next door to each other at two different gigs, and they met on a break. They both took a break.
Okay.
And met on the sidewalk outside.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
I know.
And here you are.
And here I am. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
And it's funny because her dad is still involved with her career, helping her out, possibly playing on some of the albums, right? You're saying?
Well, yeah, I recorded with him. Yeah, so he plays bass on everything. He's a bass player, and
nice.
he, but most of it, he's an engineer. He's a producer. He produces a bunch of people here on Long Island
nice.
now. He's got a studio. So, so we work together on all my recordings, which is great.
Very, very nice. to twist it to me, I have a bass guitar. I couldn't play guitar because my fingers were so fat, so I started playing bass back in the day, and I absolutely love the bass guitar.
I love the bass guitar too, and
Yeah.
I'm the opposite, where I can play a guitar, and I occasionally, like every guitar player, I have moonlit as a bass player when someone needs one.
Right.
And
Okay.
no
So
one's
yeah.
stepping
Right.
up,
Right.
You know what
Anybody
I
know how to
mean?
play bass?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, it's the same four strings, right? But
Yeah.
it's not.
It's kinda tough.
It is the same four strings,
Yeah.
but it's like, there's a technique and there's a way to play it that's very different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I always feel I'm out of my element playing
Right.
the bass. I'm like, please get a real bass player.
Well, there's that famous story about Buddy Holly when he went to hold on a second. You can sit over here.
No, I don't want
It's okay. Just squeeze around.
If I can squeeze around
No,
and
I
you
didn't
know
wanna-
me,
I didn't want to hit the video.
no, it's
No, it's all
good.
Yes.
Yeah, so real quick, and then
Yeah.
we'll introduce you. Buddy Holly literally told Waylon Jennings when he said, "I can't play bass," he's like, "You have 1 week to learn. We're going to be in." This was before the the tragedy in Iowa.
Right.
Wow.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
And that you'll get into that on your show. We'll have a
The
nice
pressure
little
of
discussion. It's
learning the bass
crazy.
guitar in 1 week.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
The muscles in your fingers in 1 week, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
just and you do you hold your hands very differently to play
Yes.
bass
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
guitar.
It's kind of like
you know
rap.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Well, Tina's here, and
Hello, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Hi. I don't have a.
you've been in here before. Yeah, yeah.
I don't have a microphone. Anyway, can I just talk?
Yeah. Yeah. This will pick you up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
That's
I
why you
didn't
brought that
realize
over.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
smart.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
So, this is great. We have a musician. We have Sean's wife,
Yeah.
and you got a comedian. So you got a nice,
There you go.
Yeah, we got everyone.
a nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's like a family. I love getting to have like a
Yeah.
conversation.
I told you you're gonna have an audience one. You're like, this is great.
Yeah.
So we don't have Rhonda, but she's in spirit.
Yeah, well,
very
yeah,
smart.
Rhonda is doing
So-
whatever she's doing in Kentucky.
So
Crazy
when
woman.
Sean told me you were coming on, he sent me some of your videos, and I really, really enjoyed them.
Oh, nice.
And
Thank you.
I was going to ask you who helps you with the videos. Your dad? Like they're very well done.
Thank you. No, my dad's a producer, like audio side, but
Audio,
doesn't really do anything with the videos.
Oh, okay.
No, my friend Celia Warner produced my last 2 videos, and I'm really happy with how they came out.
Yeah,
You know,
it's really,
great.
really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
They were good times.
Yeah.
That's Celia one because we go back with Celia for our wedding. We got her literally right out of college.
Okay.
You know how you're trying to save a few bucks. You're trying to, back then, you're starting out.
Yeah.
You want to save bucks, whatever. So it's like, call up Hofstra University, and the guy's like, I had the perfect person for you. And at the time, she was just starting and doing like real estate stuff and everything. And now you saw the videos, like
Yeah,
up
they're
and
great.
They're like crisp.
The
It's
happy,
incredible.
happy
She's-
video.
she's
Yeah.
so
The
good.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Your wedding video came out perfect with Celia doing it.
Yeah, she's such a pro. She just she's the person that you want behind the camera. That's how I feel.
Real quick funny story. Then we'll have you perform a little bit. When we got married, we had a DJ that my sister gave us the number for,
Right.
and his mom did the photography, and Celia did the videography.
Okay.
And everybody's like, "Are they a package deal?"
Right.
Because you do weddings and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You got to be that certain way, and you got to really combine with the atmosphere. you
Yep.
know?
Yep.
And she's that way. A
She-
perfectionist nonetheless.
She reads. It's called reading the room. So she
Yeah.
probably reads
Yes.
the room of how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of musicians who've done that type of gig know it too. It's reading the room and doing what people want to hear, but not being it's not all about you at an event like that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
Be still making it about the event, not about you. And she's,
Right. Right.
she
And
has that very subtle, nuanced personality that she can just make that happen.
what you just said about it's about them and not you, because a lot of performers do act it like it's about them.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And it's hard too because getting on stage does require a
A
certain
little-
personality, some bravery.
Right.
But then doing those types of gigs, which I do all the time,
Yep.
that's how I paying my bills is weddings and bars and stuff like that. It's people didn't come to see a concert, and it's great if you're there and you add some to the night, but it's not about you.
It's not about you. I can tell you a real quick story about a friend of mine who got married, and they had a performer, Michael Jackson performer, come in.
What?
And it was awesome. But what I noticed was for that moment, everybody at the wedding was watching Michael Jackson, and
Yeah.
the bride was standing over here.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the spotlight was off the bride.
Yeah, and that's a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah, it was
for
like
the
she should have
couple.
maybe been out there, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But they were praising Michael Jackson, and the attention was on Michael Jackson, and even when he was done, they were all talking about.
Yeah.
And he kind of like took the spotlight off. So I try as a DJ and probably as a performer, you try to keep the spotlight. I mean, you could goof around and get the spotlight on you, but you got to make sure it's not more than like 2 minutes.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Right. It's like it's good if there's people who I look at it like if there's people who want to like enjoy the music, I'm playing for them and I'm playing for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not my day.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And I'm like conscious of like let me help them have their amazing day.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
How many times do you get married? Hopefully just
hopefully just once.
You know.
There you go. Now, speaking about performing and guitars and everything, since you have it here and you lugged it up not 2 flights of stairs, but you put it on the elevator itself. If you would grace us with some,
I'd love to do that.
And it's up to you on what you want to do. My personal favorite. We can save that to the last song before you debut something. If you're debuting,
I do. Yeah, I do have something I'd love to share. That is a song that's gonna be released, but I can hold that if you want, and play something else. Completely up to
you.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
So let me tune up.
Okay.
Let me tune up because this guitar has been in my car, and in like this time of year in the summer, it's so crazy trying to keep a guitar in tune. Actually, would you mind holding this for a second? I want to get a guitar pick out.
No problem.
Oh my gosh, look at me, so disorganized.
It's okay.
It's all right. You fit perfectly on this show.
So you say that you have how do people access or buy or purchase, or is that all on the internet? These days when you have songs come out, that's all internet, right? It's all back when it was tapes and CDs and
Yeah, I mean, I still I will eventually be putting out another album, and I guess I'll do a small CD run. I haven't thought too much about it.
Right.
It's like there are people who really are still excited about physical media, but it's different than it used to be. Like now it really is about the digital release.
Right.
People
want it now.
People want it now, and they want it easy.
Right.
A lot of people don't have a way to play a CD or tape or whatever.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And how many albums have you made so far?
So let's see, 3 studio albums and a live album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm working on studio album number 4. And
the live album is that like recorded in one location at one time, or is it different locations?
Yeah, it was a show. It was actually pretty cool to get to do it. It was at there used to be this concert series at the Patchogue Theater called Live in the Lobby. So they had Patchogue Theater's like a real big, beautiful old restored theater. Yeah. They'll have national touring acts come through, but they had this great songwriter series called Live in the Lobby, and the lobby itself seats like 120 people. It's like
huge.
There's plenty of space, and it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the pleasure of recording it at Live in the Lobby, and they always recorded all of their shows anyway. So they were set up for it.
Nice.
They knew I wanted to do a live album. They were really willing to work with my dad as an engineer because he was going to be mixing it. And so I got to do one acoustic set, just me, and then one set with the full band. And so the live album has both of them on there.
Right.
And it was really cool. And so it's like it really is the full show experience,
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then trying to translate that to digital got hard because there's like me talking in between the different songs, right?
Right.
And it's like, well, what do? You don't want to leave it out,
It's cool.
Yeah.
So you can get the albums on like your website?
Yeah, you can go to my website, roriekelly.com, and I do have like the physical albums that you can buy there and Bandcamp and stuff like that. And, all the Spotify, Apple Music, all those kind of places, All right. It appears I'm in tune.
There you go. Awesome.
So let me get right to sharing this song because there's a story I was telling you a little bit, Sean, about this. I've been meaning to release this song for over a year, and I'm finally getting ready to release it in September. It's been a long road, so I'm excited to be sharing it. It's called Crystal Waters. Take me to the crystal waters, take me to the oldest pines, take me to the sacred fires, where the air feels bright. Open my heart because I need it, open my heart because I need it, open my heart, bring me back to me. Back when I was Harriet the Spy, all of my adventures were inside, and I just wanna curl up with book and hide sometimes. But now I am a paladin of song, traveling in circles for so long, leaving pieces of my weary heart along the road. And I just want my own magic, I just want my waking dreams. I wanna gather up my heart, follow where it leads. So I'm on a holy quest now, find the pieces that I left behind, clean them up and let them be the guide this time. Take me to the crystal waters, take me to the oldest pines, take me to the sacred fires, where the air feels bright. Open my heart because I need it, open my heart because I need it, open my heart, bring me back to me. I believe the road would lead me home, I believe that somebody would know how to love the broken temple of my soul. Wipe away the lies and tell me I had a sick of hidden inside. Nobody showed up to me the shining light. Thinking that I'm not hung up on gender, and I'm not afraid to try. I take my tears and wipe the lies out of my eyes. So I'm on a holy quest now, writing up a word like a cryptic cave, losing my ears to those who will lead me astray. Take me to the crystal waters, take me to the oldest pines, take me to the sacred fires, where the air feels bright. Open my heart because I need it, open my heart because I need it, open my heart, bring me back to me. Open my heart because I need it, open my heart because I need it, open my heart, bring me back to me.
That was phenomenal. And it's funny, the three of us literally just were watching like so intently. Nobody sneezed, nobody yawned, nobody walked away.
What
So-
I do is listen to the lyrics
Yeah.
and find my own kind of
Yeah.
spin on it.
The word we're
My
looking
own
at
life.
is awe. We're in awe.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we're in love.
That's why he's Joey Petroni and I'm just the guy on Sunday filling space.
We were in awe.
Yes.
Yeah, but
He's been doing it longer than you. I think.
thanks. Yeah,
No, I'm saying.
you know how to get back to Valley Street.
You know a song's a great song when you start singing along with the chorus in your head.
Mhm.
You know, like that was a great
I
song.
don't always
Crystal
do it in my
Waters.
head. I'll hear something the first time and I'll be singing. People will be like, "Do you know this?" And I'm like, "No, I just can't stop myself."
Yeah.
I'm that person.
And it ranks because you debuted Saltwater last time you were on, so it
Uh-huh.
ranks right up there with really some good live. That's why I love doing the show. You get live artists in here, and you know it. You get that different feel than you like. You
It's
know,
a different vibe. Yeah.
and
Can't be
you,
recreated.
and you go and do a lot of live shows. We've been to a bunch of live stuff ourselves. You got to do it live. You can't hear that same song, you know, on the radio.
Right. You get the feel of it. You get the heart. You know,
And the vibe of the
Yeah.
audience. You know,
awesome song. I love it.
Thank you very
Take me to the
much.
Crystal Waters. Is that the name of it? Crystal
Yeah,
Waters.
Crystal Waters.
Very,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I Crystal Water is salt water. I like make a joke that I'm like, man, am I doing like the Ocean album? Like, what's happening here?
I can see that. Ocean album.
But
So-
yeah, a
Well,
lot
I
of it's
feel-
like, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Like maybe you feel like you're like a like a dolphin in the water, just free to do whatever you want to do?
Yeah, it's about like how nature is a healer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you do have that freedom. Like I used to go walking in the woods a lot when I lived out east. And one of the beautiful things about living out there is there's like so much nature. It's the good and bad thing, right? Because they have wild turkeys, and like a wild turkey will go after you. It's scary, but
especially around Thanksgiving.
yeah, right. Well, and I understand. I'm like, that's fair. It's you or me, right?
Yeah.
But I would go walking in the woods by the beach, and it was just such a beautiful experience. And it's just like you really like get to leave behind all the troubles of the real world, and you're like, oh no, this is the real world. Like this is like, to me, that's like a spiritual experience for me, is being in nature. You know what I mean?
Is that how a song happened for you? Like the lyrics to a song, you walk in, it's beautiful, and you're just like, just take me to the crystal waters. Like, is that?
Yeah, I think it was like for me about like that feeling of like, just give me that peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's a getaway.
Like give me that peace, give me that like simplicity, because like life is so complicated.
Right.
And like that, to me, nature is a healer.
100%.
Yeah.
We have the Massapequa Preserve by me. The bike trail. You ever go on that bike trail?
I haven't been on the bike trail. I love to walk in the woods. I don't know if I would call it hiking. I feel like that's like a big word for me.
This is a lot of people walk on that trail.
Oh, they walk on the trail.
Good.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, it's like 2 blocks from my house, and like you're in the real world. Everything, news is on. This is on. You get on your bike, or you take your car over and go for a walk in the Massapequa Preserve, and you feel like you're upstate.
That's so nice.
It takes everything away, kind of like what you just described.
Yeah, it's really special to have those places, especially on a place like Long Island, where it's like there's so much traffic, there's so much everything. Yeah. Right. It's good to just like get back to it and like breathe.
That's what music does too. Mm-hmm. Music does the same thing. Like listening to a song like that will just help you unwind.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it transports you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I make music, because I remember being like, I don't know, 12 years old or something, and having an experience like that, hearing a song, and it was just like, whoa, instantly perspective, everything is better. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, that's like magic. Yeah, I want in. I want to do that.
It's funny because you and I were talking right before they came up about Ozzy, and how people don't understand that his lyrics are not all just F the world and F a pig or something like that. They're all about and people don't really listen to the lyrics anymore.
They just see a crazy madman running around on stage.
Yeah. And well, that he is half the time. But but the thing is, lyrics of certain songs, like Iron Maiden comes to mind, Run to the Hills.
Right.
Everybody think, oh, that's satanic. It's about the cowboys chasing Indians into the hills.
Right.
So I mean, let's get perspective. Like, Judas Priest does not kill your son. Your son has situations happening beforehand.
Right. They blame it on the artist. But the one song, the most popular Ozzy song is Crazy Train. And people look at that Crazy Train. He's nuts. He's screeching. Learn how to love and forget how to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that's one of that song is all about living as, it's about there's nothing bad about that song. Look at the lyrics of Crazy Train.
Yeah. No, you're right. People want to demonize the music and point their finger. And usually, especially when there's like, mental illness or like difficulties in life, it's like music is actually the healer. Like that's actually what's helping
100%
hold it together. You know what I mean? That's actually, that's a boon.
Yeah. I believe it does help you heal.
Yeah.
It's got a magic feel to it.
I see where you went with that.
There you go. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear the whole song of Mama, I'm Coming Home, but I think that's an ode to his wife. Like he's so away, he's away from his wife all the time, touring and traveling, and he just wants to go back to his family and to the real world, and not just be
Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah.
Well, Babe is the same thing from Styx. The same sort of thing about his wife and everything. So it's like you said, you got to listen to the lyrics.
You know the most popular song like that? The most popular song about someone touring, and they write a song to their wife.
McCartney?
2 seconds.
Hey Jude? No, that's not.
Do you know?
No.
Beth by Kiss.
Yes.
Oh,
Beth,
okay.
I hear you going, but I can't come. He's a drummer. He's on tour, and he misses his wife, and he wrote a song for her. That's one of
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. happens when you tour.
Well, yeah, it's like musicians write about touring a lot, and
Yeah.
I write about traveling a lot, and I like and being on the road,
Mhm.
and it's not an experience that everyone has. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's such a big experience that it's like you can't not share about it. You
Right.
know?
You wouldn't think that these people on the road they're alone, because you see them in front of hundreds of thousands of fans, but they're actually alone a lot of times.
It's actually like kind of solitary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you play all over Long Island?
I do. I play, yeah, and beyond. I was in the city last Wednesday. I tour around. I get down like the East Coast, like down pretty far, and like just around like the tri-state area,
Okay.
Like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Connecticut, up to Massachusetts,
Wow.
up around the Northeast.
Wow.
So yeah,
So you do travel.
I do travel.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute, and I'm excited. Like this year kind of wasn't the year because I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life, but I'm excited for 2026 to be a big traveling year, like doing a lot of different festivals and stuff like that.
Love
that's
to come
what I'm
out.
gearing up for.
We'd love to come out and see you. Maybe we could take a road trip one time.
There you go.
Love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do like Madison Square Garden?
Oh my gosh, may it be so.
Yeah.
May it be so.
Yes, no, it's true, because once you get in front of a live crowd and once you do your thing, it just, especially you, it just gets you going. Because I know you well enough to know that you love playing out. Because
I do.
She posts a lot, like just small little clips of her being maybe in Rockville Center at a coffee shop or something, or out east at a winery, and you could just see it. You saw it in her face now. It's just that particular, this is my music. I stand behind it.
Right.
F the world, so to speak.
I think only a musician would know that there's no other feeling in the world than when you're performing. That you can't get that feeling anywhere. It's like right.
It's so unique, and it's like I just love playing music.
Right.
And there's nothing I'd rather be doing.
Right.
And I'm the person who, like, I have to remind myself to take breaks if I play, like, those long bar gigs, 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Right. I'm the person who will sit down and play right through because I'm just like, well, what else do I feel like doing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And people are like, take a break, Rorie. And I'm like, I guess I could take a break, but I'd rather be playing a song than like hanging out and drinking a beer or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm everything I want's right here.
You love it. You love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how cool is it to do what you love? Like, people say
it's a blessing.
Yeah, it is a blessing because most people hate what they do. A lot of people hate what they do.
Yeah. And even if you like just kind of feel like, yeah, it's okay, it pays the bills, whatever, and I know a lot of people like that. It's like, hey, I don't have a real calling, so I just build my life around other things. That's cool,
Right.
But it's a blessing to me to be able to do what I love,
I agree.
Yeah.
And you even had a while back, you even actually had one of your songs in a movie.
Yeah, I've had actually a few songs in a movie. This local filmmaker, Candace Kane, made a bunch of Christmas movies.
Okay.
It was pretty cool, actually. She's very driven. She's very ambitious. She had heard that the Hallmark Channel was going to license. They made some press release. They're going to license like 100 or 200 new Christmas films or something. And she was like, I want a lot of those films to be mine. And she just spent a couple of years just writing and producing Christmas films here on Long Island, which already I'm just like, that's so cool. That's my kind of person. You know what I mean? That it could be me.
Right.
And so she uses a lot of music from local artists. And so I got to write a few songs just for her Christmas movies, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then more recently, and this is actually news that this is the first time this is getting heard on air, but there's a local filmmaker, Deborah Markowitz, who is making a movie called Waitlist. And it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a relationship comedy drama type of thing. And she used all my music for the film, which is so
awesome.
Cool. And it's
awesome.
She just sent me, it's not out yet anywhere. You can't see it anywhere. You know how it takes a long time with these things.
Yeah.
But she sent me the first trailer. I don't think it's even, the trailer isn't ready all the way. It was just the first preview of what the trailer will look like. And I'm watching it and hearing my song in the background, and I'm like, tears are streaming down my face.
I can imagine.
And my friend is at my apartment at the time, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm so okay.
Wow,
you know what I mean? It was just really moving.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. Waitlist.
Definitely.
On the Hallmark Channel.
No, I don't know. I don't know where or if it'll be. That was Candace King made a lot of Christmas movies that Hallmark style. I don't know if Hallmark licensed them or not, but they're making traction. She does this cool thing where she has like a digital map where she puts pins everywhere it's been released, you know. So it's really cool. And I don't know what's going to happen with Waitlist. I know that it like went to a couple of film festivals
Right.
and stuff. So, you know,
There you go.
we'll find
That's
out.
awesome. That's really
Yeah.
really cool.
That's awesome.
It's a great way to get your music out there too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
And
gain some new fans.
this is a great thing
Yeah.
because Long Island, because there's a filmmaker that's going to come on the show in like August, October, something like that. And he's coming. He's actually from Massapequa,
Nice.
and
Nice.
he's going to do. And you and I will talk off air about
Yeah, sure.
because he needs extras for a scene in a restaurant.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So,
Maybe
and,
we'll do it.
and you have movie experience yourself, so there
That's
you
so
go.
cool.
But
The four of us, there you go.
Yeah, you could be in the background
Yeah,
playing the guitar.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I'm saying. Because Long Island's becoming a thing now. People are like, I mean, you know it with the festival out in Patchogue. How
Great
that
South
just,
Bay, yeah.
you know, that South Bay and Montauk did something a few months ago. It's becoming a thing now. Going back to Long Island.
You get spoiled. You don't realize how beautiful Long Island is until you leave Long Island for a little while.
Yeah.
And then you come back home. We
It's
have
true.
the beaches. We have everything here.
It's lucky to grow up so close to the water.
Yep.
You know, I didn't realize it until I left, like how spoiled I was.
Exactly.
You know? I grew up in Bayville, a little tiny town, and it literally like it was a creek, you know, like little tiny creek off of the Sound was across the street from me.
Wow.
Like what a gift,
Yeah.
you know?
They have to grow up like that.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it until you step away.
Right.
That is true because we were in Belmore for a little while with
Right.
Tina's parents. Then we had to go back to Valley Stream, and I was like, you know, culture shock. You know,
Yeah.
'cause
Yes.
literally Valley Stream was like when you, because my sister's friend asked me, I'm like, it literally looks like Back to the Future. Like it hasn't changed.
At all.
Yeah,
They still got that clock tower.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Over by the church. I'm looking for like Doc to come down the street.
That's
give,
so
give me
funny.
a DeLorean. Never happens.
Never happens.
Probably get the hubcap stolen, the DeLorean stolen by the time I get in there. So, all right. So,
So funny.
we'll go with another song,
Cool.
and
If you don't mind.
if
We would like to hear another song.
yes, that's she knows that we have that communication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and you know, I always want to.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
I always.
oh,
wanna
okay,
bring
inside.
it.
We had that great debut of a song, and I know you got something cooking for us magically. Maybe I don't know.
Is that what
What's-
you want to hear? 'Cause I can
what's
play it.
coming out of your guitar is
Let's find out.
let's see. It could be saltwater too. You don't mind me.
Yeah. I
Live
love
music
that.
is awesome, man. I'm telling you.
So, well, let me play Magic Coming for you. So, this is a song I have. The dream that I have about this song. It hasn't happened yet, but now I'm on the radio. So, listen if you're listening.
There you go.
The dream I have about this song, because it's kind of like it's like a witchy song. It's about making magic, making your own magic. That's kind of the energy of it. Is like when the world isn't serving you what you want on a platter, like you just like get cracking and make your own magic. That's kind of my attitude, right? But it's got this like witchy feel, and so I have this dream in my heart of someone making like one of those big Halloween movies, you know, like The Craft or Practical Magic, and using this song in it.
Oh.
And it hasn't happened yet, but I'm just putting it out there. If anyone is making a big, beautiful Halloween movie, I have the song for you. I'm ready.
Or it could be in waitlist.
Yeah, right. You know, like I'll take it, you know? There are times when she knows this life is not enough, and all the dull platitudes and the world can make it so. Working hard every day for the bills she still can't pay. She RPGs late at night in someone else's life. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? There's magic coming. There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Get ready for the rest of your life. When's it gonna be my turn? When's it gonna turn around? When am I gonna wake up happy, knowing what I found? When's it gonna turn around? Yeah. When's it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna wake up happy, knowing what I learned? Oh.
see how the day will be. And she turns with a sigh. It's another one of these, but the wind blows strong now. She knows it's still not time, just a matter of time until she spreads her wings and flies. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. There's magic coming. Get ready for the rest of your life. When's it gonna be my turn? When's it gonna turn around? When am I gonna wake up happy, knowing what I found? When's it gonna turn around? Yeah. When's it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna wake up happy, knowing what I learned? Oh. And she lays her head tonight, and she knows it's still not time. And she dreams with the power of a phoenix in flames, and she thinks that she begins to understand what she has inside. It's not a thing to disavow, it's not to fix, it's not to tame. Oh, there's magic coming, there's magic coming, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming, there's magic coming, there's magic coming. Get ready for the big surprise. Thank you.
What's great about it is it's a little more upbeat than the last song,
Right.
which nothing wrong with that. But still, the message is there.
Yeah.
Message
You're
is there.
listening to if you're listening to Words on Island, the message is there, and this is one of your own to go out and support her.
Yeah.
When she's performing live,
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
and like I said, she's done wineries and just you heard it was in Patchogue doing her own little setup thing and
All those albums.
yeah, all off the albums and stuff. And how long? That song's been out a while. That song was like you had that I think when you first came on. That came out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when I released it, maybe 2019 or something. Yeah.
That was like one of the first songs that you did when you came on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it was kind of like writing that song. I can't remember when I wrote it, but like it was one that like kind of hits with people, and I often like if I'm like at the right kind of gig, I'll get people singing along. I'll get people singing the chorus.
Yeah. Definitely a catchy song. Definitely,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, and I try to feel. I feel like it is about that like feeling of like we got to make our own magic. So I talk about that with people. I'm like, let's do some manifesting.
Right,
Let's make
right.
it happen.
and the great thing is she's not trying to write that song. She's not trying to like write Beth or something like
Right.
that. She's just writing to write.
Right.
Correct.
And
Do her
Yeah,
own style.
like an airplane, whatever hits the fan is what she's gunning for.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Her own style.
Right, and I'm always writing, and it's like whatever, like what's the topic of conversation at the moment, like there's always something on my heart.
So this might be a little controversy, but what do you think about artists, singers writing about like their exes all the time?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I got some songs about my ex that are gonna be eventually recorded.
Okay, so you're okay with
And
certain singers doing that sort of thing?
well, I don't know very many artists who haven't written a song about their ex. I don't know that I can think of too many who don't.
I
Who
think
haven't written
Taylor
those
Swift
kinds
is
of
all
songs.
about that, isn't she? I think Taylor Swift
Yes,
has
that's
a-
what I was
yeah.
going to.
But people talk about Taylor Swift doing it as if dudes haven't been doing it for generations.
No, I know.
I
You
know.
know what I mean?
But she's just like in the spotlight now. Yeah.
Right, she's in
Yeah.
the spotlight, and she writes a lot of songs about a lot of things. But what people seem to want to talk about when a singer-songwriter is a woman is like, oh, you must be writing about your boyfriend. And it's
Right.
like, that's not actually true.
Kind of like to discredit her a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. It's a little condescending,
Right.
I think, and it's like when, I don't know,
'Cause she's a great songwriter.
she is a great
But
songwriter.
people dismiss her because they're like, oh, she's talking about another
Yeah,
boyfriend again.
as if so many men haven't like written songs about their exes,
Most of them.
and that's
are.
like right, like most songs in music, they're
Relationships.
not all of them, but a lot of songs are about relationships.
Right.
That's a big topic of life. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Journey has separate ways, right?
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. I'm thinking of songs by like Genesis. I'm thinking of
Poi-
like, you know,
Poison.
there's all kinds of things.
Poison with Every Rose Has Its Thorn. He's like,
Exactly.
you know, and he'll even say that. He'll be like, you know, my heartbreak is our biggest hit.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Which is
there's magic coming. I love the lyrics to it, and throughout my life, I've always looked at certain things as magic. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like you look at a band like the Beatles, or you look at the Honeymooners TV show, and you say to yourself, how does that happen, and how is it nobody can ever touch it? Like the Honeymooners for years have been trying to come up with a sitcom like the Honeymooners that had 39 episodes, came out, and it was, to me, I always use the word magic. That's just another way to describe how does that happen. How does the Beatles happen? Like every song and nobody can top that. Everybody's trying to be the Beatles. Everybody's trying, you know. I use the word magic.
I was just listening
That's
to.
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that like, I love the Beatles and I grew up on the Beatles. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of music that I want to listen to, including the Beatles. And I think that like, I don't know, like for me, I'm like, well, okay, there's like, they made that joke like when the Beatles anthology came out that like who ended up like breaking the records of the Beatles. It was the Beatles again in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
You know. But I also feel like it's like at some point it's just like, wow, to have a band that stays together and keeps consistently writing, you know, for however long it was, you know, like,
and have so many hits,
and just like and like be that committed, you know, and like that committed too to like hitting the studio. And like you would hear about I've read interviews about how they like, okay, you got 48 hours to write this album, you know what I mean? You know,
it was a business to the record companies,
right?
You know, and they put the pressure on them, and pressure didn't bother the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were moments where it was like, oh man, like I gotta come out with something, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like, to me, I'm like, that's exciting to me. I love that. Like, I love being a songwriter, you know? So to me, it's like a songwriter's dream. I'm like 48 hours, like, let's do this. Let's
yeah. It's a challenge. You know what I mean? It's a challenge.
It's exciting. Yeah. It's exciting. It's fun. It's like, yeah, let's do the thing I love to do most. And now labels are real different. You know, like labels used to sign artists and develop them. And now, you know, like, first of all, like songwriting is not as attractive to a label as it used to be.
Right.
Because now it's like they actually want you to be using writers and songs from their catalog so that those royalties are staying in house. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Like, and I guess there's always been a little bit of that, but it's actually hard as a songwriter to like do an album that like you or your whole band wrote and nobody else like collaborated on, because the label actually doesn't want that. They want someone who will play ball a little bit, you know, and it's different now. It's different. And it's like a lot of cooks in the kitchen. That doesn't mean it's good or bad, but it's like, it does make a certain type of music that ends up hitting the charts. And that wasn't the case, I don't think, in the 60s. You know?
Songwriters kind of got to go in the direction, but, you know, like back then you had more freedom to do what you wanted, use your own creativity. And now you have to follow some kind of.
Yeah, I think it's
to make,
like.
To make it.
And it's like big businesses like that, because labels are big corporations.
Right.
You know, they like want what they can trust. And they're like, well, let's do what's worked before, because that's like, you know, they're money made. They're in the business of making money. Yep. You know, they don't want to take a risk. And it's like, but art has to be risky to be interesting. Right. So it's like this, and a lot of people talk about it like, oh, people don't make good music anymore. I don't think that's true, but I don't think that the best music is what you're hearing on the radio. I think it's independent
it's
artists,
marketed,
you know.
It's some kind of marketing thing going on, and they play the same 20 songs over and over again.
Yeah, right. So even if it's a great song, you're like, oh boy, it's this one again, you know?
You walk into like November Rain when you into the car, and then you get out of the car like an hour later and November Rain's back on.
You're like, oh, it's
right,
back.
Right.
But the great thing, I'm sorry, but the great thing is like you're by yourself. So whatever you write is on you. Mm-hmm. You don't have like four of the guys or four of the girls being like, you know, this is how I want it. You know, this is my band. And, you know, one thing leads to another, and guitar stuff flying.
Right.
Start playing.
Well, that's the hardest thing is getting everybody's schedule. When you're in a band, you have to have everybody's schedule to be.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's like, there's so many jokes about that. You know, it's just like, it's like herding cats. It's like the stars have to align.
You just, now when you get a call, it's just you look at it. Yep, I'm free, you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Especially this time of year.
Right.
You try to call someone to be like, oh, I need a player for this gig, and everyone's booked already. It's like, you know.
Summer.
Speaking about bands, you have sort of a little announcement to make on the show about yourself being in band?
So I'm in a couple of bands actually that I'd love to share with you. And that's new. That's new for me this last year. And I didn't seek it out. It's funny how life happens. You know, I didn't like wake up and be like, I want to join a couple of bands. There have been times in my life where I did want to do that, but I'm like pretty happy in the singer-songwriter thing. But a couple of friends approached me about two very different projects. One of them I was telling you about on the phone, the Women of Rock project. It's Gina B's project. If anyone knows Gina B, she's like a singer who like, she's all over the island. She's all over New York City. So she's like a staple of our music scene, and she's an incredible, passionate, and professional singer. She's like got the goods.
Right.
And she has a project called Women of Rock, and it's a tribute to women making rock music. And so like we're doing songs like Pat Benatar, we're doing songs like Alanis, we're doing stuff like Heart, we're doing you know, on the newer side like stuff like Kelly Clarkson, Avril Lavigne. We're doing like stuff that's like just women who get on the mic and rock it.
Nice.
And it's bigger than just like we're not a bar band, you know. It's like it's like a multimedia show. There are video and audio clips where you can hear interviews with the different artists talking about things. There's that very iconic moment, which I don't know if you guys saw like a year or two ago, where Pink was being interviewed.
Okay.
And it was right around the time that there was a lot of media attention, which I thought was like pretty embarrassing for the media, that was the focus, about like, I don't know, like Madonna did some kind of like face thing that they didn't like. They didn't like the way Madonna's face looked. And everyone was talking about it for a whole week.
Yeah.
It was like, that was the only thing in the news. And someone asked Pink about it in an interview.
Right.
And they were like, what do you think about the new look Madonna has? And Pink was like, you know, this is someone who pioneered, this was someone who was groundbreaking and paved the way for artists like myself, and has had all these hits and has had this career that anyone would be envious of. And you're asking me in, you know, 2022 or whatever, what I think about her face, like that's not progress.
Right.
And so like that quote is what plays before we start playing our Pink medley. And it's like really cool that like, this is not just a, you know, a music show. This is like, we got a message. We got something where we want people to feel empowered and excited and to see things a little differently after this show.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
So yeah, that's a band I've had the pleasure of getting to play and sing in.
Wow.
And this one's a surprise for you, Sean. There's another band that I'm actually going to be performing with in August in just a week or two, which is my friend Jack LaCitra's band called the Blue Light Club. And I don't know if y'all know Jack LaCitra. He's been in the music scene forever. He's amazing. He's just an incredible blues player and singer-songwriter. And he put together a musical of his songs arranged in a way that's like really telling a kind of spiritual story. And I say spiritual, like we all kind of look at it pretty loosely in the band, because really the message, the takeaway is like happiness is an inside job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you have to show up for and do the work, and that's when your life gets better. And that's kind of what the message is with this musical. And he kind of takes you through this journey with his songs.
Oh wow.
And the musical is about like these three bar musicians who are getting together and singing and talking, and then like each of us has songs that we sing that are like about our experiences.
Oh wow. And
so it's me and him and Danny Keene, who's another phenomenal musician here on Long Island, and like we're often playing as like a 9 or 10 piece band. There's like horns, there's another few players, there's like there's a bunch of people. It's like a big band experience.
That's very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is cool.
Where is that playing?
So it's called the Blue Light Club, and we're doing a short run of like a couple of nights. I want to say it's August 8th and 10th. It's out east. It's at a theater in Mattatuck. So if you search Jack LaCitra Blue Light Club, you can buy tickets for it. You can go see us. It's both these bands, it's like it's like they're not bar bands. People are like, when are you playing? And I'm like, you got to understand, these are like high concept projects.
Yeah.
And they're the type of thing I wanted. I'm like, yes.
Be a part of that.
You know, yeah. I'm like, I don't want to be in a random cover band. I don't want to be in a random wedding band. I think it's great to make music, and
it's fun.
Whatever. That sounds fun, but like, these are like projects that I'm like, I'm so proud to be a part of this.
Right.
This is something that's special that no one else
Unique.
is doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's coming up August 8th and 10th. The Blue Light Club.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let us
very nice.
know about the musical so we can actually go.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah. Yeah, and if you like, just Google like Jack LaCitra Blue Light Club, you'll see where you can find the ticket
Okay,
link.
I'll go.
Because I wish I had like a good URL to be like blah blah blah.com, but I don't. It's just
That's fine.
It's all right.
Jack LaCitra
Yeah.
Blue Light Club.
All right.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
Yeah.
we're winding down because there is actually going to be a live show on after us.
Oh yeah, look
Okay.
at us.
Which is always exciting.
Nice.
So I know how to get a hold of you, and I'm not giving out your number on the radio.
Thank
That's
you.
ridiculous. So for the average person who's looking to just hear your music and get a hold of you, how do you go about it?
My website, RorieKelly.com, is great. Or really, I'm everywhere on social media. So if you just type my name in a search bar, RorieKelly, you'll find me. I'm on all of the music streaming services like Apple Music and Spotify and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also on Facebook, TikTok, all the places.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she also has, it's up against your show, but promote it anyway.
My
Yeah.
Monday night show.
That's all right.
So on Monday night, I do a broadcast called Monday Night Muses. It's live on Twitch. So twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly is where you can tune in for that. And you can find the link. I always post it. I always share it.
Yeah.
And I broadcast live from my house to yours. I'm live streaming. It's and it's 7:30 p.m. to about 9:00 p.m. usually on Monday nights.
Nice.
And it's so fun. It's fun too because there's regulars. There's people who come it feels like a family now. You know what I mean? So everyone's hanging out in the chat. We're checking in with each other. We're feeling our feelings together. And we're also just really silly people.
Very
So,
nice. Yeah,
there's-
that sounds cool.
There's songs and there's shenanigans, and that's the energy.
7:30. That's after my show, so I can actually
See,
tune
there
in.
you go.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah.
When's your show?
Oh, that's
7 to 7:30, right?
So you
Yeah,
tune in.
so-
Okay,
yeah.
so you tune in for yours, and then you come on over to mine.
I'll
There you
remind
go.
people to tune into you.
That's the
There
way. I
you
love it.
go. And
Yeah.
I thank you so much for coming on.
Okay,
as
so
always.
hold on a
Thank
minute.
you so
You're always
much
a
for having
perfect
me.
guest to come in because who doesn't love live music? This early
In a
in the
few
morning?
minutes.
Rorie
yeah,
Kelly.
it's not
You
time.
want to take us out with a little music?
Yeah. Do
that
we have
all right?
time?
Yeah,
You
that's
tell
fine.
me.
Yeah, do a little something.
All right.
I'll do saltwater for you.
hold on a
Maybe I'll
minute.
do shortened version of
Hey,
saltwater
Todd.
so we can
Real
Two
quick.
minutes.
guess. Yeah. Can you sense it? Fire.
Tell me that.
Burning brightly. Spell that I'll never guess to walk through aching glass in the ocean is calling me. Like a ghost on a full midnight, all the circumstances line.
Got me ready to close up.
My senses of this dream. Like a play that I haven't got to write.
I hate
Like
to.
a stage
Oh,
or
we
done.
got the next guy coming on.
We got that live.
Yeah, we got the.
So
You guys
salt
will
water?
have to, you'll have to
Salt
find it.
water.
and listen.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the music.
RorieKelly.com
Sorry.
is find the rest of Saltwater.
Yeah, go find it on,
We'll see you
on
guys
the
next week.
internet.
Okay, thank you, Rory. Thank you, Joey.
Thank you for having us.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love it.
Very, very good.
Oh, well. Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun.
Having us.
You too.
Yeah, so nice.